Every November, the American calendar revolves around a single afternoon: the crowded table, the family gathering, and the ceremonial carving of the turkey. The scale of this single meal is immense. Americans consume roughly 45 million turkeys on this day, dwarfing the food consumption of almost any other national holiday. Beyond the dining room, high-energy parades with towering floats have turned a local harvest meal into a foundational national event. We usually anchor this experience in the year 1621, following the first successful harvest shared by the Pilgrims and the Native Americans. This deep-seated mythology and the sheer size of the modern celebration create a persistent illusion that the concept of Thanksgiving is a uniquely American invention. The truth is that the American holiday is one recent entry in a global catalog of gratitude festivals that preceded the 1621 feast by centuries. These traditions have appeared across thousands of years, serving as vital tools for human communities to organize their collective morale. By placing a day of gratitude at the end of a harvest, a culture creates a psychological anchor, helping its people face the lean, cold months of the coming winter. To understand why this reflex is so universal, we have to look past the American Pilgrims and examine the shared human experiences that make a dedicated day of thanks a necessity. The primary driver for these festivals is our most basic human need: agricultural survival. Celebrating the harvest acknowledges the soil that keeps the community alive. In Iran, Mehranan dates back to the 4th century BC. It was established to honor the goddess Mehr and celebrate a successful agricultural cycle. Families gather around tables decorated with marjoram and offerings, sharing sherbet drinks and communal dinners to mark the bounty of the earth. South Korea's Chuseok, the Harvest Moon Festival, shifts gratitude toward family history. Millions return to ancestral hometowns to perform ceremonies under the full moon. The festival is defined by rituals of respect, including the preparation of crescent-shaped songpyeon rice cakes steamed on a bed of fresh pine needles. In Barbados, the harvest reflex evolved into crop-over. Today's 12-week season of calypso bands and flamboyant carnival displays has its roots in survival. Beginning in the 1780s, the festival allowed workers to mark the end of the grueling sugarcane harvest, turning backbreaking work into a celebration. Whether it's an ancient goddess or the end of the cane harvest, the instinct is the same. The community gathers to celebrate the resources that ensure their continued existence. Beyond the harvest, gratitude festivals provide a way for cultures to process historical trauma and celebrate the fact that they survived. Ghana's Homowo Festival is a clear example of this. The name translates literally to jeer or hoot at hunger. The festival commemorates a historical period of famine. Eating traditional kokpoi kwando and beating drums in the streets becomes a loud, collective act of defiance against a hunger they successfully defeated. In Liberia, founded in the 19th century by liberated American slaves, Thanksgiving is a spicy and vibrant affair centered on the concept of freedom. Following a church service, families share a feast that mixes American roast chicken with local mashed cassava, using a communal meal to mark their survival through a deeply troubled past. These celebrations act as a form of communal resilience, transforming the memories of starvation or oppression into a shared display of strength. Even when a holiday is exported from one country to another, it is immediately reshaped by the local environment. Brazil established its version of Thanksgiving in 1949, after their president visited the U.S. But since cranberries don't grow there, the tradition adapted. They substituted the American berry with a sauce made from jaboticaba, the Brazilian grape, to serve with turkey. This local rewriting of the rules shows that even an imported holiday must align with the agricultural reality of the people celebrating it. While specific foods and rituals change from one continent to the next, the shared pattern of these festivals reveals something deep in the human experience. The concept of Thanksgiving belongs to no single country and no specific historical era. It is a universal human reflex, a way to use abundant food and community ties as a primary defense against despair. We gather to look the realities of famine, scarcity, and hardship in the eye, and collectively declare that we are still here.